The quickest way to grow here on YouTube is to know what's working on your channel and what's not. That way you can do more of the good stuff and less of the bad stuff. But how do you figure that out? Well, YouTube actually gives you all the answers inside of your analytics. And yes, there is a lot of data over there, and it can be kind of overwhelming to figure out what to start with and what to look at to decide what you should be focusing on. So I'm going to actually show you how I give my channel a monthly report. Well, let's be real. I honestly don't have the time to do this for my channel anymore, but this is what I do with all of my agency clients every single month. Plus, at the end of this video, if you don't have the time to do everything that I'm showing you, I'm going to tell you how you can literally order a channel review every single month to get all of this data compiled nicely for you to understand what you need to be focusing on to grow your YouTube channel. Hey there, welcome back. My name is Trina. If you are new here, I am a YouTube strategist, and this channel is for entrepreneurs, online business owners, and content creators who want to grow a business they love without burning out. And the best way to grow your YouTube channel without burning out is knowing your numbers. So let me run through all the steps that I do inside of a monthly channel report. So when I am digging into the analytics, I do like to use these glasses. These are called blue light glasses. It helps kind of reflect the blue light of the laptop, of the computer screen, to not give me a headache because I spend a lot of time in the analytics. So the first thing that I like to look at is comparing month-to-month views. So what I do is I come into the analytics tab and I will pull out, because YouTube does a great job of letting you compare months. So I will do this generally about the 3rd of every month. I want to make sure we have that full month's worth of data. If you do this on the 1st, you might not have all the data from the day before. So I like to do this on the 3rd or the 4th of the month. And I like to go and let's look at October. Since I'm filming this in advance, it's the middle of December right now. And I see, okay, I had over 1,400 new subscribers, 73,000 views, almost 74,000. Then I'll pop over and let me look at November. How did we do there? Less views, less subscribers. Okay, I need to dig into that and see where do we need to fix that. I know what the problem is, and I can show you how to find that out. So that's one of the first things that I like to look at. Then I'm gonna go ahead, November, we looked at subscribers, and in here you can see subscribers by day. I generally get a peak of subscribers on the weekends, it looks like. Wednesdays when I publish a new video. This video was getting started with TubeBuddy. This video I talked about women not being equally represented. And then I can compare October and we can see, okay, 76 on that day. So I'm just getting a sense of where we're at with subscribers. What is even more helpful is if you come into the see more, and again, we're looking at subscribers here, we can see why the subscriber decline is happening. It's because this particular video, this blue video, what to say in your first YouTube video, which is over a year old now, is declining. You can see it coming down, coming down. In fact, if we pull this out for 2020, you can see this blue video, this what to say in your first YouTube video, has been driving my channel growth, and it is just declining. It came out in November of 2019. It peaked around COVID when people were just getting started on YouTube, and now since it's so old, it's literally declining, and that's what is slowing my YouTube channel down. So those are things you can look at. If your YouTube channel was growing before and then all of a sudden it's not, take a look in here and see, okay, what is declining? Is there an older video that was getting me more views that's not now? Is there an older video that was getting me more subscribers that's not now? Because in fact, I believe this video was my top views video too. So if we go back, we clicked by views, you will see what to say in your first YouTube videos, again, was at the peak of its lifetime here in May and June again, and now it's declining because it's so old. Then the second video is right here. It's how you can post YouTube videos to Instagram. You can see just that day alone, the how to post YouTube videos to Instagram has over 700 views. And then the next one, the what to say in yours, has 1,300. So this is why my channel is currently in decline. This is why I'm tweaking my strategy for 2021. If you haven't watched that video, I'll link it right up above, but I go into detail on what my plan is for 2021 since we are seeing this decline on my channel. Okay, let's go back to November. Remember, we're looking per month and we're doing this analytic report every single month. The next thing that I like to look at are any search terms that are currently driving my channel traffic. So what I will do is I will come in here by traffic sources and I will look at YouTube search, again, you can see what traffic sources is driving your channel views and subscribers. YouTube search is driving me 31,000 views. And the next one would be external. If we click on external, we can see probably Google. Google search is what's driving me external traffic. If we pop back out and we look at YouTube search, we can see the actual topics that people are searching on YouTube to then watching my videos. Again, you can get a higher level look right here. And that blue line is at the top, first YouTube video, my first YouTube video. Again, if you go down here, you'll see that as well. These are the topics that if you really want to grow your channel, you would double down on. Now, again, that video I talked about earlier for what I'm doing in 2021, I don't want to do this. And so we're doing kind of a 180 pivot in the new year to get away from this. So hopefully these search terms change a little bit. This is how you can start to see what topics are working. So for example, if you're posting content right now about how to grow a YouTube channel, obviously that's not working for my channel right now. First video ideas, first video, how to share your YouTube video on Instagram is what I should double down on when it comes to content. Also, when you're thinking about double downing on content, you can look at the videos that are driving you traffic. So if you go to suggested videos, you can start to see the videos that people are watching, then watching your content. So what to say in your first video. Again, this has been pretty much carrying my entire channel on its back for over a year. But if you find somebody else's video, like Salma's, I could go over and see what kind of content she's talking about because YouTube has kind of matched us together a bit since people watch her video and then watch mine. Jillian's is here too. So again, I could go kind of see what kind of content she's creating, maybe what are some of her popular videos and could I put my take on it. So again, these are the things you want to be looking at each month to see what can you capitalize on. One other thing that's brand new on YouTube Analytics that I like to look at, again, we're here in November, I like to look at audience, and YouTube has been putting in here other videos your audience watched. So you can start to see who your audience is watching. So you see I have Catherine Manning, I have Sean Cannell at Think Media, I have Roberto Blake, Nick Nimmons. These are videos my audience is watching. So this is the type of content that my audience wants to see. You also can see when is the best time for you to publish. Now this is a TubeBuddy plugin, and TubeBuddy is telling me Sundays at 10, Mondays at 9, but the best time is Wednesdays at 9. I publish my videos every single Wednesday at 8, so obviously that's when my viewers know to watch. But YouTube also gives you an idea of when your viewers are on YouTube. So if you're struggling, let's say you're posting every Sunday at 6 p.m. and you're like, nobody's watching your videos, well, your audience isn't on there. So this is something you need to look at as well. If you have one of these higher traffic times, I would suggest getting your video out like an hour before that to capitalize on that influx in your viewers being on YouTube. Now, we kind of got a glimpse of your channel as a whole, right? Kind of how it's doing overall. We looked at this overview and I could literally go into analytics for hours, but the next thing that I want you to look at every single month is individual videos and how they are performing, because that's going to help you create better videos the next time you film. So if you go into each individual video, what I want you to look at here is how well it's performing. So this is where my videos typically perform. This video is below average. So I need to figure out why. Can I tweak this? Can I change the title maybe to get it going up again? Maybe people just didn't like it. Maybe the audience retention is terrible. So then I will come down here and I will look at, okay, the audience retention really dropped right here. I know if I'm going to do another video about YouTube Studio, I need to see what I did here to make my content better the next time. I also want to look at the reach and see what my click-through rate is again. Now my click-through rate has been getting better as we've tried new thumbnails. This one just isn't there. And it could be because we did kind of a plain background. It's very white and we don't have the blue or the coral that we've been using. So that could have caused my click-through rates to go down. I want to compare what my click-through rate is with the rest of my videos in November to see if maybe it was the style of thumbnail. I also want to go into engagement and I want to see how well I got people to binge watch my content, right? So what I'm looking at is the end screen click-through rate. I talk all the time about looking at your click-through rate, your audience retention, and your end screens. So this actually did a pretty decent job. It's better than my channel average. My channel average end screen click-through rate is a 4.3%, but this one almost was a 6%, meaning 6% of people that got to the end of my video actually clicked on that next one. So that's a good signal to YouTube that this one is above average. Maybe I changed that thumbnail, maybe I changed the title to make sure it fits in line. One way that's gonna help me is if I go into overview and I'm looking at the specific keywords people are searching to then watch this video. What you need to do is come up to since lifetime to pull this data. So I'm gonna go to traffic sources and I'm gonna come down here to YouTube search to see if these keywords align with the tags and the description box content and the title that I wrote. So how to use YouTube Studio tutorial, YouTube tips, YouTube Studio, Creator Studio YouTube. I'm gonna go back, make sure my tags align with that as well. But you can see people who search YouTube Studio and watch this video almost 8 minutes. So I need to figure out how can I tweak this video to capitalize on YouTube Studio. So maybe it's YouTube Studio tutorial, YouTube Studio how to, right? I can tweak this video since it's not performing that well to maybe give it life again to get it going back up in performance. And I will do this with every single video that I create for that month. Now, I don't do it enough with my videos, but I do it with my clients' videos. Another thing that we do with clients, if we go back here to your entire channel, to start to compare month to month, and we go to analytics, you can start creating monthly groups. So what you'll do is you'll come into see more and you'll come up here to this little box and you'll want to create a group. Then you can start comparing by month. Again, we are behind. The last time we grouped my videos together was in August, but you can start to look at, here is the August videos. We put them in here and I'm going to take this back to the August time frame because we want to compare apples to apples here. So we're going to say, let's look at how these videos performed in August and compare to my September video. So if we go to groups, well, July, since we didn't do September. And again, we want to compare July's videos for that July time frame. So we're going to come back and customize the date we're looking at, July. And we can start to see things like July videos had more views, but that's because there was more content. We can also look at more metrics and we can look at subscribers to see, okay, the content in July got more subscribers, nothing major like that older video that I had, right? That's still driving my channel. We can also look at click-through rates to help you decide, what click-through rates were better. We can see this one had 4.6% click-through rate. This one had a 4.1, whereas this one only had a 2.6 and this one only had a 1.6. As you dive in here, as you start creating your system, your research system, you can start to see what to double down on and what to stop doing. Now, if you don't have the time to do this and you would love to just have a report emailed to you every single month, TubeBuddy now has a service called channel reviews. And I love channel reviews. Not only do I get these every single week for my channel, but we also get these for our clients as well. And what this looks like when you sign up and you pay for a channel review is a complete channel audit done by the TubeBuddy system. So what I love about this, it literally gives you a checklist of things to do. You're going to see if your channel has any issues, they'll be all here. You can see I passed 16 tests. You can see my channel compares, it's an 83 out of 100, where similar channels are about a 58 and YouTube average is a 56. My most recent uploads and kind of the things I need to look at to make better. If you also go over here to audits, you're gonna get an action plan. So again, if you don't have the time to go through all of your analytics and create your own action plan, you can buy this from TubeBuddy every single month to get your action plan. So what it's gonna tell you is, okay, here's your channel banner. You haven't added your publishing schedule. Some of these things may need tweaked because I do have my publishing schedule there, but featured channels, you can see I'm missing featured channels. I should update that. Action items for individual videos. So this is probably too long. The title doesn't contain tags. It's not in a playlist. If you scroll on down here, it gives you up to 20 videos, I believe, for action items you can take to potentially increase the performance of that video. It's also going to give you some insights like audience overlap to see, again, who is your audience watching? What kind of content? You can see here's Justin of Primal Video, Sean of Think Media, Catherine Manning, Jillian Perkins, Nick Nimmons, all make sense, right? You also might have some additional ones over here. And this helps you really figure out what kind of content to help you create, because if your audience is watching this kind of content, you know that's the kind of content they want, right? Again, you can dive into analytics and there's so many different things that you can see. I love this. I have a link for you to try this out. If you already have TubeBuddy, this is cheaper for you to get than if you don't have TubeBuddy, but all the details will be linked down in the description box below if you want to try this one out. And like I said, I use it for myself and I use it for all of my agency clients too. Now, one of the other ways that I am growing my YouTube channel and so are my clients is being consistent here on YouTube, and I batch my content. So today I'm filming multiple videos. If you want to see how I do this and how I create an entire month's worth of content in just one day, I've got a free workshop ready for you. Click the link on your screen right now. It'll take you to a sign up page. All you need to do is drop your name and email in there and I will send you the link to that free training to learn how you can batch so you can stay more consistent here on YouTube.